Well, as usual, the eyes of the mixed martial arts world are fixed upon Paddy Pimblett when he competes. And anytime you're able to win when you're not at your best, as was the case in his win over Jared Gordon, that's a feather in your cap. Pimblett back on the horse tonight.
Win. Ultimately, that's what it's all about. And Paddy Pimblett gets the job done. But listen to this arena. Listen to the reaction that people give this young man when he steps from behind the curtain. This guy is a star. He has that star quality about him. But not only does he have that, he can fight. And ultimately, it's about winning fights. Paddy Pimblett does that in spades.
There are so many components to this Paddy Pimblett package, the accent, the persona, but this is a very talented mixed martial artist out to prove as much yet again tonight. All right, here he is, the charismatic UFC lightweight contender and former Bellator champion, Iron Michael Chandler. He said when he signed with the UFC, Daniel, he was not here for a long time, but a good time, and been a darn good time thus far seeing Michael Chandler compete in the big show.
It's been a good time for us. I don't understand how he's having fun when he's involved in those types of fights, but this guy's an absolute beast. I mean, he is a forward pressure, face-first fighter, and those are always the ones that we enjoy. Michael Chandler has the ability to just take it out, but he would prefer to punch you in the face. Let's see how many he goes. Let's see how many he can land tonight as he steps to the octagon again.
And plus athlete doesn't even begin to describe it. Let's see how it goes for Michael Chandler in another big spot tonight. Michael Chandler has graced the octagon. He's ready to go. Our tale of the tape for this lightweight championship fight. Now for the official introductions, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the UFC lightweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Paddy Pimblett. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC lightweight champion of the world, Iron Michael Chandler.
Herb Dean is your referee. He's the third man in the octagon tonight. All right, round getting underway here. Iron Michael Chandler said when he signed with the UFC he was not here for a long time. He was here for a good time. And for fight fans around the world, it has certainly been a good time watching Michael Chandler. Certainly put a capstone on his UFC run with that knockout of Tony Ferguson. But he wants UFC gold, and if he doesn't get a win tonight, may never get back to the top of the heap. We'll see how he approaches this particular stylistic challenge. All right, so there's that power right from Michael Chandler. We talked a lot about
This might be the biggest shot of this entire fight. He landed a massive one to put his opponent on wobbly legs. That was a jab. He's digging his entire weight into those punches to the body.
Well, it looks as though that strike maybe opened up a cut around the eye area.
Yeah, it looks like that strike opened up a cut, John, but it's nothing to worry about now, but he's got to start to protect it. Oh, nice. Guillotine jump.
Oh, what a beautiful, seamless transition to side mount as he counters the knee. Oh, submission defense on full display there.
He said that he was very aware of what this guy brought to the octagon, and it showed in that defense.
A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Pimblett's in half guard. All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Pimblett. Again, not much defense there. Another ground strike gets through. Now inside the closed guard.
And he's going to try to find ways to pass and move to a submission.
Pimblett's back in half guard.
I mean, way to stay aware and stay safe defensively.
Making all these shots count.
Now he's going full mount.
Continuing to stay busy here on the ground. Well, he's got the ground and pound going now. There's an elbow from the top by Pimblett. Big elbow there, Lance. Keep those hips active until you're back to go. 30 seconds now to go in the opening round. Final seconds here. Good, solid strike on the ground. Round 2 straight ahead. All right, so the round is over. Certainly stunned his opponent in that round. We'll see if he can follow up here after 60 seconds.
Yeah, he did a fantastic job of finding a shot that really did affect the equilibrium of his opponent. Now he needs to go back and find the attack that's going to shut the lights off.
All right, so let us now check out some of the action in that round, DC. There was a whole lot of it, including a stunner upstairs that nearly closed the show.
There was a lot of action. It was back and forth action, but the big moment was that big strike to the head that landed, that put him on wobbly legs and in survival mode. Luckily, he made it to the end of that round.
You ready? You ready?
Round 2 underway.
Cannot take those leg kicks clean like that. The power of Chandler is a sight to behold, man. He's so dangerous, so strong physically, and he has so much belief in his strength and his ability to fight at a high pace that he won't slow down.
Now drops inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. But at least staying busy on the bottom. Man, another one lands. He's trying to pound his opponent's head through the canvas. All right, just as we saw a few seconds ago, he finds the home for another ground and pound strike.
Beautiful punch lands there from inside the guard.
Oh, compromising spot here. Triangle choke is locked in. All right, looking for the submission now. Back and forth we go.
Back and forth. These guys are fighting.
So just when it looked like he might get submitted, he slams his opponent down with authority as the tide turns here.
All these actions, though, these big actions got to wear on the gas tank of both guys.
All right, so now we start to see some bruising appearing on the torso, and all of that courtesy of the body work of his opponent.
Just the wherewithal to go to the body and the discipline to stay with that approach. I mean, it's just tremendous. You see a fighter with a high fight IQ following a game plan, and it's working.
All right, trying to pass here, as Glover Teixeira might say, not today.
Not today. Great job of following with the hips, keeping those legs locked and keeping them full guard.
Pimblett getting peppered here from the top. He's got to figure out a way to cover up. Trying to guard pass here, not today.
No, it ain't happening. Good job understanding the transitions. Oh, he passes the half guard now, and he's not posturing to land punches, so look for a submission attempt. Great ground and pound by this man. Another ground and pound strike lands for this man.
All right, so he can't get it here. Again, good awareness by the defensive fighter.
Great defense by this fighter. Oh, Oh, nice right hand by the champ. Yeah.
All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. Oh, outstanding combination of ground and pound punches here by Michael Chandler.
All right, buddy, take a seat. Deep breath, buddy. Breathe. All right, let's get him some water. Take a drink. All right, here we go. Listen, you're doing absolutely awesome.
All right, so there's the horn. That means it's the end of the round. And get that man a singlet, man, right? Offensive wrestling on point tonight.
That was a tutorial. That was every single takedown you could secure in a fight. He did it all the right way. He's beating his opponent to the finish before he can try to sprawl and respond. He's a step behind. If he's going to stop these takedowns going forward, he needs to react a little quicker.
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
Round 3 of a possible 5. Oh, he landed another great shot to the body. They're really starting to connect at a high percentage now in the latter stages of this fight. Able to check that kick as well. Effective with the jab. Pimblett's now dealing with a cheek cut. Both fighters hanging down in the pocket and both landing. Oh, you talk about mixing the martial arts. Perfect strategy here. Showing off that leg dexterity and flexibility. Rubber guard now.
I mean, it's unbelievable to watch these guys who are able to bring the legs all the way up around the shoulders and just control you. Because to me personally, and I'm no jiu-jitsu expert, to me personally, it feels like this is a position to really just slow everything down. Are there submissions? Yes. But the ideal thing in this position is to slow you down from damaging and really just make you feel more in danger than you really are.
Chandler's looking to pass out of the half guard here, maybe looking for side control. He's denied. So we have crossed the midpoint in this one. Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Michael Chandler. And there it is, another strike on the ground gets through. Rubber guard for him now, DC. Some people believe this is nothing more than a stall tactic. What do you think the offensive fighter is trying to do?
He needs to regain his posture, right? He needs to shove that foot down from around his neck, shove it down, build your base, get that arm free, and then get back to work trying to advance position to your ground and pound. Right. If you play in there, you can find yourself in a lot of danger if you're not careful.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Chandler.
Look at that. Recognize he's about to lose position.
And now he's got the back. Under a minute to go. Well, this is some serious pressure from the top by Paddy Pimblett.
That rear naked choke attempt is very tight. He does a great job of getting the arm under the neck, hiding his hand behind the head, and driving pressure forward to get the finish.
Final seconds of round 3. All right, that's 3 rounds in the books. We are headed to the championship rounds. All right, so the round is over. You see, obviously, the fighter has a cut on his cheek sustained in that round, but better to be below the eye than above it. The cut man is in there trying to close it up.
Hands up.
All right, replay truck has been kept busy tonight as we get you some clips from that previous round, and maybe we can even isolate the strike that opened his cheek up.
I mean, a cut on your cheek, while it's in a better spot, it is still so hard to deal with. Every time that gets hit, it hurts so bad. He's gonna have to move his head here.
You ready to fight? Ready.
4th round now, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, so here we go with our 4th round of a possible 5, and a lot of fighters change up their training camp when they're fighting 5 rounds versus 3.
Yeah, you gotta change it up. You have to mix things up, because fighting for an extra 10 minutes is not normal. Guys don't do this normally. It's a 15-minute fight, so you have to do things physically and also mentally to make sure that you're ready to go the next 10 minutes.
Good straight hand there by Paddy Pimblett. Oh, huge right hand. Oh, massive diving punch flush to the head. Fighter trying to pass here, but gets denied.
Gets denied. Great job, great recognition of seeing what your opponent was trying to do.
Chandler's nose is bleeding now. Looks to be cut, perhaps there on the bridge. Oh, good technique there. He's got the triangle choke locked in.
Oh, no!
Oh, wait, he got out!
Unbelievable that he was able to survive that triangle attempt. He took slight movements, got off to the right side, got his arm free, and found safety. That was tremendous defense.
Well, it's been a wild fight thus far, perhaps a contender for some bonus money at fight's end. These guys are going to have to dig deep. They're both hurt.
They're both hurt. You expected it, though. You expected a close fight. You did not expect a war like this, though, where both guys, from the moment they said fight, went forward, got in each other's face, and just beat each other up. It's been tremendous.
All right, seems as though his sole focus is attacking that cut, and man, it's getting bad now. A lot of blood flowing.
Yeah, as it should be, right? He should be focused on getting to that cut, making his opponent pay. He did the work. He opened up the cut. Now it's on him to continue on the path and make the ringside position, come in here and try to stop this fight.
All right, working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here.
Great submission defense on display tonight.
All right, dominant position for him here, full mount. If you're the bottom fighter, better start moving those hips, DC.
Oh, you got to start moving those hips. What you should do initially, right, is start to push at the knees. Push at the hips, create some distance, shrimp, and try to recollect half guard. Half guard sucks, but it's much better than being mounted fully by your opponent. Great shot on top by Chandler.
Final seconds of round 4. Buzzer sounds for the end of round 4. All right, so the round is over, and you see some obvious bleeding now. Looks like the cut is on the nose. Yes, it is. Cutman will try to get in there and shut it, but of course, as soon as he absorbs a strike this next round, that thing could reopen. Certainly bears watching here moving forward. Well, he had a lot more than a puncher's chance coming in. Big knockdown for him in the previous round. DC, talk us through the highlight.
He got in his opponent's face, landed that big punch that put his opponent flat on his back. He couldn't get the finish, but if he lands one more time just like that, he will get the victory.
You ready to fight? Ready. Go.
5th and final round, 4th coming.
Oh, nice inside leg kick, yeah.
Chandler gets absolutely melted by that head kick.
Oh, nice hook.
Oh, nice jab there by Pimblett. Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue.
Oh, my God.
Oh, nice judo toss for him. Well-placed kick there by Paddy Pimblett.
He's going to guillotine.
Oh, that guillotine choke is tough.
Good job by the champ there. Sliding back out.
All right, so the cut really starting to open up wider now, and you got to credit this striker for continuing to attack that area.
Just knowing the target, knowing what he's supposed to.
Submission attempts in bunches, another one here. Oh, compromising spot here. Triangle choke is locked in.
He's out again.
Certainly a strong front runner for fight of the night as we go down to the wire here between these two combatants.
They're both so skilled. They're both so prepared. We knew right away this is going to be a very evenly matched competition.
Chandler's eye now closing up. Oh, trying to pass here, but Dikembe Mutombo style, he gets denied.
Block! Great job blocking that pass by the bottom fighter.
about that reversal by him there.
Nice transition. Great defense by the defensive fighter.
Chandler's in half guard now.
Oh, this is where you don't want to be, though. This is where he wants to be.
1 minute to go in the fight.
Oh, nice.
Pimblett's back in full mount. All right, the official decision is now in. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges score the contest 48-47, 49-46, and 48-47. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, and new UFC lightweight champion of the world, Paddy the Paddy Pimblett.
Oh, take my money, DC. We got a new UFC lightweight champion. This is a belt that doesn't always change hands very often. There's a new king at 155 pounds.
The most exciting moment in sports, when Dana White wraps the belt around a new champion's waist. Take a moment, son. Breathe it in. You are now the best fighter in the world.